Cat's here.
Okay.
Hello.
Hello.
Cat's here.
Hi. Cat's
What's
here.
up? Okay, cold open.
Hello.
Welcome back to Big Mood.
I didn't get to be here when she was on last
Yes,
time. I mean, I was
Nikki's-
here, but I was in the corner.
Nikki's very excited to be on
In the
camera with our newest favorite guest, Mrs. Cattien. Is that how you say it?
Yeah, that's exactly how you say it.
We love
Thanks for
her.
having
You
me
might
back.
have seen her on JK, but she's most known for
Big Mood.
being
For
on
being a guest on Big
For
Mood.
Big Mood.
For being
This
a
is
being
it.
a guest
This
here.
is
Yeah.
my
Yep.
claim to fame. The last episode I did, I blew the fuck up.
Same.
It's great.
Yeah.
Thank you for
Yeah.
having me back.
She's dating Brad Pitt now.
Yes, I'm
Okay,
dating Brad Pitt.
okay, so we left our favorite boyfriend
And
for Brad
Angelina.
Pitt.
She's dating both.
I'm a
Basically
little bit
like
devastated.
an older version of my ex, so it's fine.
I'm devastated. Okay.
He is too.
Yeah, I bet he is. Okay, so you're actually from podcasts such as King and the Sting.
King and the Sting and Fighter and the Kid.
Fighter and the Kid,
Yeah.
yes. Okay, great. Well, I think you're the best one
Thank you.
out of all of them.
Yeah.
And she's got
Like
poppin'
I'm
OnlyFans.
Yeah, I'm on OnlyFans. I recently started a podcast. It's called,
Ooh.
I don't know when this comes out, but I'll just
This
tell
will
you
be
guys now.
out
2
in
weeks.
About 2 weeks-ish.
It's
from now?
called Bandit.
Yeah.
Instead
Ooh.
of a U, it's an X.
So what's the general idea for your show?
I honestly have no idea. The whole
I noticed
Oh,
that.
you guys
look
are
at
matching
this.
nails.
Is that Fire Engine Red?
Fire Engine
I
Red,
called
the
it Poppin'
Gs.
Red, but yes.
Yo, I think it's the same as that color.
Is it?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know what.
And then I have a
Yes,
color
so-
too.
Yeah.
I don't paint my nails
It's the
because
same
I'm
as Gina's jacket.
gross.
Gina's jacket colored.
You guys are like fucking like flies. Just
Like, hello? Hello?
yeah.
But I don't know what the podcast is. I just decided to do it one day
Mm-hmm.
and I started recording. I found a friend who would help me record because I'm terrible with like the producer
The
side of
engineering
it.
part, yeah.
I tried to upload vlogs before I started doing OnlyFans, and then I kept losing footage, and so I gave up on that.
Oh, yeah.
And so when I decided to do a podcast, I was like, I need somebody who's gonna do it because I'm gonna lose every single thing I
Yeah.
record, and
Yeah.
I'm gonna
People
cry.
don't understand like that it's multiple jobs. So when it's a YouTuber doing everything, like they're doing so many people's jobs that normally is just like a person's whole job, and
Yeah.
you need that. It's
Yeah.
it's so many different parts
Having
of your brain.
like staff or help is definitely a big plus. So
Yeah.
that's cool. So
That's
how many
awesome.
episodes do you have, or that will?
As of right now, I will have 3 or 4.
Okay, so in a
Nice.
couple
Yeah.
weeks there might be like 5 or 6 by the
Yeah.
time this comes out. So that's a good.
Well,
check
check it
Technically,
out.
I
That's a
haven't
good
launched
start.
it yet.
Oh.
So
When does it launch?
Okay.
I don't know. Next week maybe.
You
I
better
don't know.
follow the Instagram.
I don't know. Just
follow the socials. You find out when it launches.
Yeah.
I think it'll probably be like 2 weeks
Yeah.
at least until.
Don't
this
even,
comes out.
It'll
we
probably
won't
be
even
out.
tell you it's a
I know.
mystery. You
Yeah.
gotta follow
It's
the
a mystery.
socials.
Yeah, follow socials. But yeah, it's called Bandit. My boyfriend came up with the name
Yeah.
because he says that's. I think the story is something along the lines of we were up at 2 a.m. and that's when like I become a little demon,
Oh god.
like a little perverted demon.
Okay.
A little bandit.
Yeah, and he called me a
You're a
bandit.
little bandit.
So that's the story behind
Wait.
the
So
name.
you steal the or
No, I think because
Her pussy is the bandit.
maybe
Your steals
I
the
am
dick.
a
Steals the
bandit.
dick,
I
yeah.
steal.
Okay.
I'm
That's what
here
all
to
this stuff
take
It's like
and
it's
rob
got
you.
the little bag over its shoulder
Yeah.
with
yeah,
like
with the bag of dicks.
Yeah.
It's
Okay.
like-
Okay.
This is
Collective,
technically
yeah.
Catwoman.
Secured the
Yes.
bag.
Okay.
Yeah.
I secure the bag in the bag of dicks.
Bag of dicks. All right. Okay.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thank you for being here with your bag
Yes.
of dicks. So
Always.
we didn't really have anything super prepped for a cat, but we were like, do you want to shoot the shit or do you want to react to some shit? Because we think it's fun to like react to listicles and stuff. So I actually found this listicle on BuzzFeed, and it's about things that people secretly judge others for.
She's like, wow, I am in a room full
I
of
was
30-year-olds.
like-
She just said a listicle from
Yes,
BuzzFeed.
a listicle from BuzzFeed.
But that's great because I feel like in my soul I'm older than I actually am. Because my
Yeah.
favorite thing to do on the weekends is my boyfriend and I will go to the valley and look at houses, like window shop for houses on a scooter. Like I'm on the front,
Oh
he's
my
in
God,
the back.
he's
That's
in the
so
back.
cute.
We're not trying to buy a house. We just like looking at houses.
Yeah.
And
I
so
think
we'll
it's
have
fun.
lunch,
I
we'll
love
have
that
coffee,
shit.
and then like go around to neighborhoods before somebody yells at us to get out.
I love that.
So I secretly feel like I'm actually older than
I feel
25.
that from you.
Yeah.
Honestly, just talking to you, you have a bigger maturity level.
What's that term that the Gen Z calls the millennials that like try too hard? Y'all remember that new term that just came out?
A boomer?
Chuggy?
Boomers?
Yeah.
Chuggy?
So I think
Chuggy?
It's a chuggy, right?
I've
So
never
I
heard
think
of
it's a little chuggy to be to like be into like reading BuzzFeed listicles, but you know what? We're chuggy and we're proud.
Yeah.
So
And this
I'll
is our
start.
coming out story.
I'll start. If you drive a PT Cruiser,
oh
PT
yeah,
Oh.
a PT Loser.
They don't
If you
even
drive
make that car anymore, right?
Good.
I don't
I
think
feel
they
like I feel like whoever made that car should be beat up. I don't like that car at all. I think it's gross. I will bully you.
I can't even picture it in my head.
It's really
It's
ugly.
disgusting.
There's an episode of The Office where Michael pulls up in one and he says, "It's Britney, bitch."
Oh,
that's where, like, that
okay.
meme
Yeah, I
went
think I
viral.
remember that.
That's all I know it
It's
from.
the car shape's so weird because it's like smaller in the front and then
Yeah.
it gets boxier as it goes towards the back. It's just hideous.
The lights are ugly.
It's a duck.
Oh,
It's a duck. It's like you guys.
So we're PT Cruisers?
Oh no, that's not what I meant. Gina says she would like. I love PT Cruisers. I love PT Cruisers.
and HHR cars. Just look it up.
What's
You'll see it's
HHR?
fucking ugly. You'll know when you look at it. It's the most disgusting.
Maybe those
thing
cars
ever.
that have like, if you're just have a regular Honda or a Toyota and you put the huge spoilers on it.
Mm-hmm.
I'm like, okay, you street race, we get it. Like, okay.
Let
No, with
people
these
have their
cars,
Double
hobbies.
exhaust and a huge spoiler.
Yeah.
I like that, but with these cars,
You like that?
No. Yeah,
Oh.
I'm like, I come from like my JDM background, but
Okay.
if it's like the PT Cruiser, the HHR is like, all right, I get it, you gave up, you know?
Oh God.
Nobody gets a PT Cruiser. They end up with a PT Cruiser.
Ah, I see.
You don't choose a PT Cruiser.
No.
Life gives you one.
Yeah,
Yes.
exactly.
Hard time. See, mine is
Hard
when you see
times.
G-Wagons in LA, but then they have like monster truck like off-wheeling
Oh,
wheels on them.
jeez.
Almost like they're trying to be the
Where are you
off-road
taking that
Jeeps.
thing?
I don't know, but they're always in Glendale. I don't know if it's like an Armenian
Oh,
thing or it's just like
yes, they
you
are
want to
always
like
in Glendale.
stunt.
Yeah.
You know?
Mm-hmm. They're definitely in
I'm
Glendale.
like, where are you
Burbank.
parking this thing? You live in an apartment.
I will have to say though, so like, first of all, I hate BMW drivers. Sorry, Jess.
Excuse you.
BMW drivers are always one that cut people off.
Yeah.
That are just, they have
And-
to. They have all these
and-
insecurities. They gotta show them on the
And-
road.
No.
But-
I just enjoy driving because it's a fucking driving
Yeah,
machine.
BMW drivers enjoy driving.
It's a joy. I do enjoy driving.
But
Thank you very
I
much.
live next to, so I live in a condo complex and it's a shared garage with assigned parking. But the people that park next to us have two of the same exact BMW, the one that you used to have. The same.
They have the SUV.
Yeah, they have the two of the same exact ones. I think one's is the parents and one's is the two
They have
boys
an
that
X4.
live there. I don't know that it's a
M
fucking
series
it's a
competition
BMW
model,
Mm,
and it's white.
It's white. Yes.
To X4.
I'll take a picture of
You
it.
don't have it
said
anymore, Jess.
competition
Point
model.
being,
Let go.
first of all, I hate BMW drivers, but they put a decal on it that makes it so much
Okay, that's
douchier.
pretty crappy.
So across the entire front windshield, it
No,
says
okay.
Beamer Boys.
Oh!
And it has
You
the
have a small
BMW
dick.
logo
Oh, it
three
burns.
times.
Get it off.
You have a small dick.
Get
I
it
know.
off.
I can smell it.
Oh, get it off. It burns. Oh. Why do y'all gotta do that shit?
Oh, Steve and I love it.
Car eyelashes.
Oh, those are
Oh, like
terrible.
Lift?
They'll put it in like a
Mustache.
fucking
Oh, that's
what is it? A
mustache, yeah.
buggy, a
Yeah,
slug bug,
a
and
bug.
then they'll put it on Mini
The
Coopers. I
eyelashes.
hate
Honestly,
them.
any decals on cars, I'm just not a
Don't
fan of.
fucking
First of all, no,
put shit on
no.
your
Hold on.
car.
Shout out to my Tasha people. Decals are cool.
Which
If
ones?
you do it right.
Which ones?
Like the JDM or like anime ones, those are sick. That's a whole culture behind that. But if it's like a decal, like if it's fucking eyelashes, like you might as well just tell people that you sell pyramid scheme candles and oil,
or yeah,
essential
they put
oils.
like their business card
Or
on the back
Herbalife?
window.
Herbalife, yeah,
Like
yeah,
where
yeah.
it's like, call this number if you want to make serious cash.
Right?
Oh my god, I hate when people put their Instagram handles on a decal on their car.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm like,
I
is
hate it.
anyone
It's
really
gross.
doing that?
Right?
Like, is anyone really following you because they saw you driving around?
It's like when
what's-
Twitter
what's
first
the thing?
happened and all those businesses were like, follow us on Twitter. Like, no one's fucking following your company on Twitter. Sorry.
Yeah.
Do people still use Twitter?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh God, yes.
Oh, Gina does
Twitter's
use
Oh
it.
yeah. Twitter's huge.
Chookies
still.
use it.
Oh, dude, Gen Z is coming for you, Nikki.
I don't know.
They're coming for you.
I just know
now.
Twitter is the place where you can still have porn on there.
Oh, right.
That's the
yeah.
only thing I know
think that's
Twitter
why I
is.
stopped using Twitter because I would get assaulted with it.
No,
Like, it just show up in my
It depends
feed.
on who you follow.
Yeah,
You're following
Nikki,
the
who
wrong
are you
people.
following?
Yeah, okay, so I've
Your
been on
whole
YouTube a long time.
timeline is based on who you follow.
Right, so I've been on YouTube a long time, and
Okay.
back in 2013, it wasn't like how it is now, and we did these follow back things
Oh,
where
yeah,
it was
follow
like,
back
okay,
Fridays.
yeah, first 1,000 people to follow, I will follow back.
Yeah.
So I did that, and that was 8 years ago. And now those kids are grown up, and I don't know what they're doing. These kids is crazy. These kids is showing
Yeah,
me
you
the
have to
pussies all over
you
the
have
place.
to sit there and unfollow all those people.
And I don't want to.
Yeah,
I'm
it's a
done.
lot of work.
I just don't Twitter.
Just start a new
away
I don't tweet.
the
Start a
account.
new Twitter.
Do you guys remember that Follow Back Fridays and Throwback Thursdays on Instagram?
Yeah. Well, I still
I never
do
did follow back Fridays, but I
Yeah,
did.
I don't do
Throwback
follow
Thursday.
back.
'Cause I only
Wait,
care about
follow back?
myself.
follow back's like, oh, if you follow me, I'll follow you. And that's like way back then.
I remember the flashback Fridays, and I thought that was so stupid because you already have Throwback Thursday.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's
Yeah,
just
I remember
another
that.
reason to post another.
It's if you
old
forgot
photo.
to do the Throwback Thursday, then you go, okay, maybe Flashback Friday.
Yeah.
And they're really just like you posting photos of yourself when you used to be at your peak hotness.
Yeah.
That's really what it was. Like,
Oh.
remember what I used to look like?
Oh, I'm the opposite. I post when I was at my peak ugliness in high school.
Yeah.
You're a little different.
Yeah, you
That's a
you
flex in and of
glowed
itself,
up,
though.
so
Yeah.
you go
It's a
the
little
other
bit, it's a
way.
little
Yeah.
But I was back on YouTube in 2007 where we did sub for sub boxes and people, or not sub for sub, but box for box. Do you even know what this is?
No.
So
You
on
old-ass
actual
bitch.
YouTube page, like on your channels page, it says like channels you follow. So like, you know, there's like
yeah.
JK has like JK Party and JK Films or whatever. And you would used to try to compete to get in those people's boxes. So it was like a collaboration thing. Like if you put me in your box,
Yeah.
I'll put you in my box. So it was box for box. Was
Oh,
the
it's
thing.
like MySpace top 10.
Yes,
whatever.
top
I
8.
see.
Oh.
It's like marketing.
Would that
for
work?
your friends.
Marketing
Yeah, back
would-
in the day,
okay.
it used to work. It used to also work like if you like each other's videos, it would pop up in people's feeds. Like if I liked a big mood video, it would pop up in people's feed that video.
Like
and
your
so people,
subscribers would see the things she likes, so it's just another way to get.
That's like all
views
these
pushed.
TikTok stars like faking relationships now.
Like
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
can cross
marketing
contaminate.
collabs.
Like, yeah.
Cross contaminate.
Yeah.
I mean, it happens with A-list
Follow.
celebs too. Like
Yeah.
it's crazy. That's all marketing.
Which relationship do you think is like
Can I play
the
with your hair?
fakest one? Yes, absolutely.
Oh my god, you've been dying for that, haven't
I
you?
have.
She
My
can't
arm's been
sit
back
next
the
to a
whole time.
person without touching their
She
hair.
didn't play
I
with
like
my
it.
hair when
You're
she
gonna
was
fall
next to
asleep.
me.
It was too pretty.
She doesn't like your hair.
So hers isn't that
Because
pretty.
it was like Amy
It's all
Schumer
curled
came
and
out recently and said that she thought what the guy from A Quiet Place and his wife.
Oh,
John Krasinski?
Yeah, and Emily Blunt.
Emily Blunt?
Yeah.
were like a publicity marriage.
Really? I hope so. I love him.
Oh.
And then
I still have a chance.
he came out and he
I
was
got
like,
the
"Thanks
chance.
for
I'm telling
having us."
Steve. But no, they've been married for a while, haven't they?
Yeah.
They have kids and stuff.
She just like I think she was just saying some shit to
Yeah.
like, throw it out
Yeah,
there.
I think she was
there
wishful
are
thinking.
Hollywood
Yeah.
marriages that are fake,
Yeah.
obviously,
I hear some.
I've heard about the
about it too.
contracts. But I remember watching The Office, you know, because everybody loves Jim, and it's like whoever he married, that girl got the biggest upgrade, and then I found out that he married Emily Blunt. I was like, oh,
but yeah.
he got the upgrade.
He got the upgrade on that one.
Yeah.
But there's all these weird things now where people are going back and be like, Jim is actually the worst, and I'm like, okay.
It's cool to hate on
Yeah.
whoever was the favorite
Yeah.
character.
Yeah.
I mean, I get it.
So
like the
annoying.
characters aren't perfect, but it's weird how.
But
people-
also you do know it's a show, right?
yeah,
It becomes cliche because they made it cliche, but like they were the original, so
right. It's cliche now. but
Yeah.
yeah, I get it. So there's some stuff we could go through on this list. I don't know if you maybe they'll spark some more interesting ones, but the first one is pretty obvious. It's like what the part of their life they're posting on social media, like it's too, like every tiny problem in their relationship or something like that. Like it's weird. Mostly Facebook, I feel like people do that, but then you start to see it on Instagram and Twitter, and it's also pretty weird.
Can you give an example?
I think it's like if it's like those people that overshare their relationship issues and stuff.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh yeah, like the on and off again relationships.
Like how
and
you
then like
see
you
them-
have like the black screen and like they're typing shit out. Like
Huh.
do you know
Or they're
where-
like subtweeting like
don't trust a hoe,
Yeah,
blah, blah,
yeah,
blah.
yeah.
There's this
I guess
girl
it's
that
all
I
about
knew.
who you follow.
yeah.
There's this girl that I knew. She's like my favorite train wreck.
Yeah.
Your favorite train wreck?
Yeah, like it's just I remember her.
That should be an Instagram handle.
Yeah.
My favorite train wreck, and then
Yeah.
people like submit.
I guess I don't know what the fuck happened, but she was with this guy. I don't know, and then she posted a story. Like it's a POV story, so she's holding her camera like this with a plate, and she goes, "This is what happens when you cheat on a girl." Just starts smashing it. I'm like, so you're angry,
Destroying your own
and
plate.
you decide to grab a plate, but bring out the phone first so everyone can see.
Right, exactly.
And she
That's
starts
like people
throwing
who
it.
record themselves
Crying.
crying.
I
Yes, I
stand
can't do
that.
I can't do that. Like,
Yeah.
why?
Yeah,
If you can pull out your phone, you're not that sad.
yeah.
If you can pull out your phone, record yourself,
Okay,
and
if
then
you're,
post it.
if you're making
in
a
my head
video
now.
and you start to cry in the video, okay, I can kind of get behind that
Yes.
if it's genuine, like, or if you go hold on and you stop it and then you come back or something like that. But the people that take pictures of themselves crying,
That's really weird.
I'm
I
like,
feel like
you-
a lot of teenagers
you
do
were
that for
crying and
sure.
you
Yeah.
pulled out a camera and took a picture of yourself sad, but like
sad.
made sure you stayed in frame to
Yeah.
like stay sad.
This is the modern angsty MySpace teenager.
Yeah.
That's really what it is.
There was one. This is when Chester Bennington died, and this girl posted a few photos of her crying, like, "Rest in peace, Chester Bennington." She's like,
Oh my god. Like a slideshow of her different
Yeah,
angles
I'm
of
just like,
crying.
"Come
Have you
on,
ever seen
man."
those videos where people show themselves trying to take the thumbnail picture for their videos, and so if it's a sad one, they're like making those faces, but
Yeah.
it's like just them for like trying to get the thumbnail.
Mm-hmm. I get it if you're making money off of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if you're just, I'm sad. Here's me smashing a plate.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Maybe they're trying to make money off of it.
Not this one. Nope.
Not this one.
Nope.
Okay.
She has no plans for that to fucking expand.
Nope.
Okay, here's another thing. They're not all about just like how people act on social media. So this one is just like, this is what I will judge you if you do this. If people who gossip to me about other people, I always wonder what they say about me behind my back.
Oh, for sure.
That's true.
I never actually think that though. I just think like, oh my god, they're so fucking funny.
I don't even think of other people's lives ever. Like, I mean, unless something actually happened where I'm like, oh my god, did you hear what happened to this person? I really don't like look, you know, like I'm like, I have too many plants and too many cats.
If you kind of meet someone and you're kind of like in the beginning stages of having some type of relationship with them and they start gossiping,
yes,
do you immediately go, oh, I can't trust this person? Because I never really think that way. I just go like, oh, they're giving me the tea.
yeah,
It depends on who they're talking about.
exactly.
Yeah.
Depends on who
And
they're talking about.
how.
Or like
Yeah.
how private it is, I guess. That could, because if it was super private, I'd be like, oh my god, why are you telling me this?
Exactly.
Or if like if someone's name got brought up and then that person was like, oh my god, I had an experience with that person, you know, like I could see that being okay, like because it's just like it triggered a memory that they had of that person. They weren't like, hey, guess what? So I hate this person.
No.
Some people do that though, where
Yeah.
you just meet them, they start to unload, and you're like, oh wow, I didn't. Okay,
Yeah.
Yeah,
like I didn't need to know all these things, but thank you. I
I'm
guess.
Nikki, by the way.
Yeah.
Maybe they're just like really need attention or something.
Or they're
My-
just dying to gossip with someone.
Yeah.
My thing is, if you come to me and you say like, yeah, all my exes are crazy, or I've lost all my friends, you know, like I
Yeah.
just because of this, or like I you know, this whole group of friends stopped talking to me because you know it's this person's fault or whatever. It's just like,
That's sus.
are you sure
That's
it's not
always
you?
sus.
Are you sure it's not you?
Mhm.
If you've lost that many friends, are you sure? Because I mean, I can be a shitty person, but no matter what drama I'm in, especially online, why am I still here in the same group? Why am I still here in another group? Why am I still here? You know? So that's what I judge people on. I remember this guy dated this girl, and she's like, yeah, I just lost all my friends because of my ex-boyfriend, and then we found out why. We're like, there it is.
Yeah, because I broke up with a guy who all of my friends were his friends because I moved out of state, but I kept half of his friends.
Yeah.
So, you know, like if a breakup doesn't have to mean you lose all of the friends that you made just because they were his friends first.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Something happened.
Yeah.
I really felt like I lost every friend group, but I didn't talk about it. I actually really felt like it was my fault because, like, I'm like, okay, well, it must be me then. And then I had to go through lots of therapy about it. But that's the difference because it's like I wasn't telling everybody, like, yeah, and then this person bullied me and this person bullied me.
Yeah.
I was like, I don't know what I'm doing wrong. What did I do? Help, please.
You're just in LA with a bunch of clout chasers.
No, this was in Santa Barbara.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but yes, there are a lot. Yeah, I do have boundaries with people in LA because
Yes.
you don't know who to trust
You
here.
have to in LA. 'Cause
Yeah.
you never know. I think
Yeah.
that stereotype in LA of like people just kind of, you don't really have friends, like you have
Very
networking.
true.
It's very true.
They'll
in a
look
lot
you
of
up on
circles, yeah.
social media and see how many followers
If
you
you're
have,
worth
and
their
then
time.
decide
Yeah.
whether or not
Yeah.
they want to, invest or prioritize you, or they like don't barely ever talk to you, don't return texts, and then you blow up somehow, like you get on something, and then all of a sudden they're hitting you up all the time. It's like,
Or they weren't that big, then they blow up and ghost you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's another one.
That's happened quite a bit.
That's happened to us for sure.
Yeah.
Let's see.
You know, I'll tell you what. I was trying to think of things I judge about people because I feel like I've always tried to become less judgmental as time goes
Yeah.
on, and I think that
Well, 'cause
happens
you-
naturally with
you learn
maturity
things,
and you learn things and you can empathize with people, and I always think about like, oh, well, what if this happened to them, you know, before like judging them on their outbursts that they have, like what's their background like that they had an outburst like that. However, I will motherfucking judge you if you cut me in line. Don't fucking cut me
yeah.
in line.
Yeah.
I hate that so
Where do you
much.
get cut in line
I think
at?
it's the most disrespectful thing. Well, Tiff and I was just at an event and we had to stand in a line for a fucking photo for this thing, and people just kept cutting in front of us, and we weren't leaving a gap. There was no gap, and we were first in line like 5 times, and they kept fucking
Why'd you
cutting.
let them cut
we
you?
didn't. They came with like a big group, and then the like photographer was with them, and then like just started like, and we
it
even
just
tried
kinda
to ruin
happened?
their photo shoot a couple times because we were like, we
I'd
were
fucking
next.
take off my shoe and just throw it into their shoe.
But yeah. Yeah,
Like,
and
they
then
just
and then the
kept
group that's in there would be like,
taking
"Oh,
long-
hey, you guys want to take a picture too?" Like
longer
that.
and longer, yeah. They're like that's that fucking LA mentality.
Yeah.
Where they're, like everyone's the most important.
Or like
person.
everyone's trying to get out of a place and there's like a line, but people come in from the sides and like cut in. It's like there's a fucking line.
That's just like a lack of common decency.
Exactly. Like it's entitlement.
Yeah.
Like you just think that you're rules don't apply to you.
Yeah, that's what happened to me at airports. And this one at a restaurant, we were waiting in line to order food. We were in line, and then our friends came by and said hi. We're like, hey, what's up? Just a little bit of chit chat while they were walking by, and the group behind us decided to go right in front of us. So we turned around, and we're like, what are you doing? And they're like, well, we're hungry. And I'm like, oh, so you think I'm standing here just because in this food line for fun?
Yeah.
I'm hungry too. And then we made the move back. It's like, what makes you think that it's okay? You know, like, oh, well, you weren't paying attention, so you just cut in front of me?
Yeah.
You
So
know,
what
it's
my-
like, hey?
Yeah. So what my favorite thing to do is I'll look at the person behind me and be like, hey, he cut in front of you too. Tell him that you're more important than him. Go ahead, say it. And then
Dang.
they
Good for
usually
you,
don't.
Gina.
Yeah. Just
Tell
like,
him that you're more
Yeah.
important than
I
him.
tell
think
all
it in my
these
head.
people.
I think it in my head, but I can't say it.
I don't think people have really ever cut in front of me. I don't feel like
it's
I've been
rare.
You
there.
give
But it
off an
happens.
energy of like
Like,
she
don't cut
might
in front
cut
of
me
me.
if
Yeah.
I cut her.
Yeah.
Don't you fucking try it.
Yeah.
That lady's already judging me. She's scorning me. I can't cut in front of her.
They
She
come
drove
up and I'm
in.
like, you fucking try
She
it.
drove in with a BMW. You don't
We'll
cut those.
Karen you. Karen your ass.
She's gonna cut me off later in traffic.
No, I gave up that. I have a Chevy now. Okay.
Oh, Chevys are
Treat
cool.
me
They're
like a
fun.
Chevy driver.
Okay.
All right, guys, now we're going to take a quick break to shout out our sponsors. First up is Doordash, the food delivery app that provides, that connects you with restaurants that you love right now and right to your door. And you can get grocery essentials that you need with Doordash. You can get drinks, snacks, and other household items delivered in under an hour. Ordering is super easy. You just open the Doordash app, you choose what you want from where you want, and your items will be left safely outside your door with the contactless delivery drop-off setting.
You know what I ordered recently from DoorDash?
What?
Moving tape.
You can do that.
I didn't have
great.
time. I was busy packing and I was like, I need more moving tape. So I had them bring me 2 rolls of moving tape from the CVS.
Sick.
And they did it.
In under an hour. There you
It
go.
was very fast. It was like 15, 20 minutes.
Perfect.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah, DoorDash is awesome. With over 300,000 partners in the US, Puerto Rico, Canada, and Australia, you can support your neighborhood go-tos or choose from your favorite national restaurants like Popeyes, Chipotle, and
Cheesecake Factory.
there we go. So for a limited time, our listeners can get 25% off and 0 delivery fees on their first order of $15 or more when you download the DoorDash app and enter code MOOD. That's 25% off up to a $10 value and 0 delivery fees on your first order when you download the DoorDash app in the App Store and enter code MOOD. Don't forget, that's code MOOD for 25% off your first order with DoorDash. Subject to change, terms apply.
Hi, I like a clean butt. Do you like a clean butt?
I like a clean butt.
I love clean
Yeah.
butt butts.
But
Summer's here and the living ain't easy if you got swamp ass.
Oh my God. Who wrote that?
Texas.
I love it.
wrote
Texas swamp
that?
ass. Yeah. It's
I don't have swamp
well,
ass.
get it. Hello, Tushy.
How will you stay on top of your sweaty butt? Try a refreshing spray from a Hello Tushy bidet. Keep your sweaty crack clean all summer long with the brand new Hello Tushy 3.0 modern bidet attachment. It's a stylish, eco-friendly, refreshing little shower for your ass. I love them.
Who wrote this?
Whoever
Come
it is,
on,
I love
guys.
them.
We like them.
Hello Tushy 3.0 cleans soggy butts like a champ, but it doesn't stop there. It also cleans itself with the Smart Spray automatic self-cleaning nozzle. No one wants to work up a sweat in 100-degree heat. That's why the Hello Tushy bidet attaches to your existing toilet with no electricity or extra plumbing needed. And Hello Tushy cuts toilet paper use by 80%, so it pays for itself in a few months. Hello Tushy's got your ass covered with a 60-day risk-free guarantee and a 12-month warranty. Already got a Hello Tushy on the pot? Treat your ass to the new 3.0 model. If you're new to the revolution, join millions of happy Hello Tushy customers right now. I have a clean butt with every flush. I like bidets. I feel like everyone should have a bidet.
Yeah.
After going to Japan, I come back. Like if I
Yep.
stay at someone's house and I have a bidet, I just don't feel clean.
Yeah.
You know? Like I always tell people, imagine if every poop that you take, no matter how like butt blaster diarrhea it is, it's only one wipe.
You need to eat
Imagine
more
that.
fiber.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
but if you don't have enough fiber, and I hate sitting there wiping over and over and over again.
Yeah.
But the Hello Tushy, you wipe once because it cleans it with water. So defeat swamp ass. Go to hellotushy.com/bigmood to get 10% off plus free shipping. This is a special offer for our listeners. It's hellotushy.com/bigmood for 10% off. Again, that's hellotushy.com/bigmood and clean your butt.
The next one. If I go to use the bathroom in someone's house, it's crusty, dusty, covered in hair, and God knows what else, I will judge.
Ew.
Oh yeah,
That's
I
a
can't.
boy's house.
I don't trust anybody who has
mostly
a
men.
dirty bathroom.
Yeah.
I hate it. Like anytime I used to go on dates, if I was at a guy's apartment and I went to his restroom, if it was dirty, I just assume your dick is also dirty.
Yeah.
Like I'm not
Yeah.
putting it in my mouth.
So
I'm
my
not touching
my
it.
bathroom's messy, but like
Messy and dirty are two different
too
things.
different. Like if there's pubes and stuff,
Like
hanging
having
out on the
towels on the floor is different from like having a crust on the side of
yeah.
like your toilet bowl. It's different.
Yeah.
I could deal with the mess. I can't deal with dirt and muck.
I judge one-ply toilet paper.
right.
Yeah.
What kind of
Like,
monster?
where did you get?
Toilet
They
paper,
stole
I just
that
feel like you
shit.
have dirty fingers.
Yeah.
Because
think
I
they
know your
stole
finger
it.
breaks through it.
Or they
Well, you
stole
could
it
wrap
from
it a
somewhere.
lot. I mean, if you have one ply, then you have to use twice as much. You just
Okay,
have-
Jackson, you calm down.
Okay.
I do that though. I do that.
You have
I
to
do that.
you have to wrap a shit ton
Yeah.
to get the one ply. But yeah, I just assume you stole it because no one has what grocery
Stole
store
from a
even
restaurant.
who sells one ply? It's all Charmin at the grocery
Industrial.
store. Like,
You buy it,
The
yeah,
99
industrial
cent
for like
store.
offices.
yeah, the dollar store. might
Dollar
have it.
store.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, damn, you need to splurge for some toilet paper. Come on.
yeah, because you're gonna end up using more anyway. So
Yeah.
it's not really a deal.
It's like when you buy cheap shit and you have to like replace it more often.
Yeah.
You're not saving money, but whatever. Yeah.
People that don't put their shopping carts back.
Yeah,
Mm.
I do it every time, and I don't know. Like sometimes I wonder where I draw the line because I know I'm such a fucking rule follower, even though I'm kind of like hardcore, like crazy. But like I follow the rules a lot still too, and so I have to fucking like when I leave it somewhere, I just feel like I can. It follows me.
Feels like
Yeah.
littering.
for the day. I'm just like, why did I leave it there? I should have just walked it back.
The guilt.
Yeah, I'm like guilty.
Before 30, I used to do the thing where you kind of put half of it over the curb.
I hate
I
that.
did that thing. But after 30, I've changed.
Okay, good.
I clean my house
your
now.
cart back.
Okay, I organize my kitchen.
Good for you.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mhm.
Don't fucking
I
put
grew
your
up.
cart on the curb.
I only do that if I can't find the thing.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
that's
or if it's like a
too
mile
far,
away,
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just looking around like, where the fuck is this thing?
If
I
it's
want to
within
put it back.
2 rows,
I want to put
you
it
could
back.
put it
Oh
back.
Yeah.
no, I go out of my way because I don't want to be that bitch.
Oh,
I can't do it. I can't do it. It's just like I think there was a study that showed how human nature is like judging just by the act of putting your cart back, and it just shows that people can never govern themselves because this is the simplest thing.
yeah.
It sounds like a communist ad.
Probably.
It's kind of
Mother
like,
Russia.
I mean, I don't know. I'm kind of lazy. Like if it's really far, I'm like, okay.
If it's
But-
too far and it's too hot outside.
But I won't be the only one. If there's other rogue shopping carts, I'm like, okay, they did it too.
Like it
But then I won't be
justifies
the
it.
only one. If I'm the
forward.
only one, no,
Yeah.
I'm taking that shit back. I'm not gonna be the first.
It makes me feel like, oh, this neighborhood doesn't take care of itself. And it just makes me feel like it's trashy neighborhood.
like they don't respect their
Yeah, like if you don't
surrounding.
respect your area, that's like one thing I love about Japan, like because they're so militant, and there's obviously negative things about how militant they are,
Yeah.
but like for me as an incomer, like a visitor to that country, for everything to be so clean and well taken care of, and the community just like cleans up after itself, and it's just it's like relaxing how clean everything is. So I just prefer the community to take care of itself.
I guess because it doesn't bother me that much because I don't feel like I'm perfect or like I feel like I'm kind of a messy individual inside, so it kind of reflects out. Like if everything's so
you leave
perfect-
your trash everywhere?
No, I do not litter. Like littering, actually,
Yeah.
I'll judge you for littering. I don't
Same.
fucking litter. But like the kind of like sloppiness, like it's with the other shopping cart that someone left there. So like they
can be friends.
Okay, yeah, they're friends. It's like I'm not making it's not dirty. It's
You're
not ruining
adding to the
earth.
chaos, but you're not making the chaos.
Yeah, exactly. Because if everything was super neat and tidy, like Japan, like what you're saying, I feel like that would give me anxiety because I'm like, I could never hold up the standard. Like, I'm going to fuck up because I'm just not extremely tidy like this. Like, it's
But it's so easy.
conscious
like,
effort to
if
be
the
tidy.
thing is there, you can put it away. It's not.
Oh,
Like,
yeah. I mean, if
Yeah.
if it's like right there, I'm going to put the shopping cart there.
Yeah.
And I told you that after 30, I do it.
Yeah.
But
I don't think you have to feel like you're a
I
perfect.
feel like
person in order
inside,
to
I'm
follow the
a shopping cart lever inside.
rules. Okay. Well, I'm judging
It's
you.
like
for
a
that.
conscious effort to.
See, going off of that, I don't like people who don't clean up after themselves.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you make a mess and then you just leave it, assuming somebody else is gonna come clean it up, I
Right.
fucking hate that.
Okay, but what if someone's already collecting them all, and then I'm like, "Hey, here's
Nikki,
one."
it's you. It's
sticky.
But wait.
Are you the
guys.
person that throws trash on the ground? And
I
is like,
do
well,
not
it gives them
litter.
a job.
I do not litter.
Well, you're like littering
If
with
it's
shopping
indoors,
carts.
it doesn't count as littering.
Shopping carts are just they're just.
You're like, this is why they have a job. I'm just gonna
No,
leave it wherever I want
that's
because it
not
gives
You
what
them
want
a
them to
job.
lose a job, guys?
No, you know what else? I'm also the person that takes the shopping cart. Like if I pull up and there's a shopping cart someone left, I take that shopping cart. So it's not like I feel like people could still take those shopping carts. It's not like they're
Okay.
off limits.
Okay.
They're there.
We're not
I
judging
guess
you,
so.
Yeah,
Nancy.
see?
Or
So
maybe
get off
we
my
are.
back, BMW, you asshole.
I no longer have a BMW.
Well, I no longer
She
do
drives
shopping
deep.
carts
I
out.
would buy another one though in the future.
Oh, I might leave a shopping cart.
Okay, speaking of BMW drivers, if you speed up to block someone with their turn
Ugh.
signal on, you will be judged.
Oh,
so,
God,
like, I guess
yeah.
if someone's trying to
That.
get into your lane
Yeah, I
and
hate
you kind
that.
of don't let them in, I think there's a certain circumstance where that's not okay, and I will be like, nah, fuck you.
If they're cutting the line.
If they're trying to cut the line.
Yeah, if
Yeah.
if I see them pull in like a fucking half a mile back and they try to cut through all these cars,
Yeah.
I get
We're all
as
waiting
in
close
the
as I
exit
can.
line.
I'm like, nope, you're not fucking
Exactly.
cutting in front of me.
And
That's
I get
another
pissed if the
cutting.
person in front of me lets them.
I'm like,
we're on
why'd
the
you
same
let
team.
them?
Yeah.
Why'd you let them do that?
Team.
If they speed up to not let me in and I get in behind them, but there's still traffic in front of you, I'm like, where'd that take you?
Exactly.
Where'd you go?
I kind of get
Where'd you
petty.
go?
Yeah.
I get petty if they don't put their signal on though. Like it's not that hard. Put your signal on, I'll let you in. It's not that hard.
Exactly.
It's super
Stupid.
fun.
Also, get your fucking brake lights checked. I hate
Yes.
when I'm driving behind a
Yeah.
car and their brake lights aren't working, and suddenly I'm like smashing on the brake like every 3 minutes because I don't know what's happening.
Yeah, I hate that.
hate that. Oh my god,
It's illegal
please get
for a
them.
reason.
Yes.
I guess because there's so many cars in California, there's just like so many beaters.
Yeah.
But I hadn't really noticed that too much.
Have one of them fixed. At least one.
Just one.
At least
Yeah.
one. That's all I ask.
It's
Oh,
just
that
for
just-
your safety and mine.
This is kind of unrelated, but sparked a memory. Did you, when you were a kid? Well, obviously not you because you're much younger. But were you when you were a kid? Did you ever hear that thing like if you see a car with one headlight out, then it's like a game, and then you punch someone or something?
No,
What?
Oh.
not that.
No?
Oh, okay. I remember there used to be
Texans.
like some sort of game. Like if
Dairy
you see
Queen.
a car with one, it's only driving with one headlight, then you like yell out a phrase or something, and then you like punch someone, kind of like a slug bug.
Mm-hmm.
No, okay, never mind. That's just me.
Mhm.
What were you thinking of?
Oh, I was thinking if they forgot to turn their lights on and you flicked your headlights at them.
Oh, yeah, but that could also mean there's like a cop in the other direction.
Yeah, and also I heard it was like a gang initiation too, like
Oh,
first
Jesus.
person to flick their lights at you, like you beat them up or something. So I stopped doing that for
Okay,
people.
Well, I don't know about that, but yeah, let's
Yeah.
not do that. Let's see. Bad table manners. Do y'all care about bad table manners?
Dude, I went on a date with a guy once, and when he's like, this is how we cut.
Mm-hmm.
He
you know.
told you, or you? This is
no.
what you're saying.
I'm saying this is how we cut steaks, right?
Okay.
If you hold your shit like this,
Steve does that.
and eat like
Her
this,
husband does that.
He's like a caveman.
He
and
does.
I
Neanderthal.
I
get
can't
it.
stand that he fists his fork like
Yeah.
the sporks at the top.
Yeah,
He's
it's
got
at the
his-
top.
His
He
fists
chokes it.
around it.
Oh.
He chokes
yeah,
the
he
fork
chokes
and then
the fork.
scoops it.
We're making
I'm
fun
like,
of you, honey. We're making fun of
That
you.
that is like a mental illness. I think like he can't.
mental illness in it.
Yes, like please hold the fork the normal way.
I've
Every
tried.
time I see him eat, I'm like,
He gets really upset when I try to correct him because he's like, I can't do it. Like,
God.
it
Is
feels
that why
so
he's using a
weird.
spork and not a fork or a spoon?
He's using a fork but scooping it like a
He's
spoon.
using a fork,
Ooh.
but you don't even use a spoon like that either. Like a
No,
child,
yeah.
he eats like a child.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's the most annoying thing about him, I think. The
Yeah, I'll
most
take it.
annoying
That's
thing
the
about
only
him.
thing.
Yeah.
That's like,
That's not the only thing, but that's the most annoying thing.
what's other things?
I don't know. There's other things about
No, I
everyone.
don't think there's anything else.
There's a lot of
Just
things
that one
about
thing.
everyone. That's the one thing where I'm like, stop it!
Yeah.
So you can't like
eating
go
like
eat
that.
with him.
Yeah.
No.
Have you ever been on like a bad date?
Oh my god,
Like,
yes.
What is it?
It was. So I was seeing this guy like on and off, and he was like a booty call, and it got to a point where he was like, you know what, let's try to go out on a date. And so we went to go eat Korean barbecue,
Ooh,
and
love
halfway
Korean
through the date, I realized I didn't like him, and so I paid for half of it so that it wouldn't like
Look like a date.
feel like a date. And afterwards, I didn't want to
It
do
ruined
anything.
the sex.
It ruined the sex for me.
Yeah.
And so afterwards, we
Man,
were gonna
you
go
hate him
hook
that
up.
much?
I pretended to have like multiple orgasms, so like I would be done and would leave.
You were like
I
trying to
can't
get
do
him
it
to
anymore.
hurry up. He could
Because his
probably
personality just like rubbed
Ruined
me
it.
the wrong
Oh,
way.
no.
Like he was asking me these things where I was like, oh, you and I aren't compatible
Mhm.
at all. I want to leave now. This is
Why'd
uncomfortable.
you go through with the hooking up then?
I don't know. I think just hooking up, like, he was fine because he was just like a dick, and he and I were like friends.
So
and
you
then
assumed that after the bad date, it would be okay once you got there and just
I
like
stopped fucking him like right after that. Like I fucked him because it was almost like assumed that we were gonna fuck afterwards. I was like, you know what? This is the last one.
Okay.
And then 2 minutes in, I like faked a bunch of orgasms. Like, wow, you're great tonight. And he came really quick because he thought he was killing it. And once we left, I never hit him up again.
Yeah.
I was just like, I can't do this.
You remember what he was asking you that like made you?
It was like, it was these weird things where, you know, when somebody talks to you and they're only really talking to you so they can
share their thing.
Share their thing. It was a lot of that. And then like him being rude to the wait staff. Just
That's what I was gonna say.
Life. I was like, oh, this is different because like outside the bedroom, you're just you're not like a trash person, but like you're not great either.
Hasn't that been said so many
can't
times?
handle.
Like to not be rude to wait staff.
staff.
Like hasn't that been said so many times that everyone knows not to do that? Like how is it that people still do that?
I think he just didn't understand. Almost like you treat people properly. Like he almost seemed like he was like brought up with this idea of like you're waiting on me, and so like if you want a tip you have to work for it. Not like, oh, you do your job. It's like, no, I'm gonna make you work for it tonight. And I was
my
like,
friend's boyfriend would never tip, and I was a waitress at that time, like, and so I would just get
triggering.
I was so triggered, and he would be like, whoa, it's not like she sucked my dick, and I'm like,
oh my god,
excuse me, like I just couldn't I was like, I can't go on double dates with you guys. Like, I can't be around your boyfriend.
Oh my god.
I can't believe somebody would say that
Like,
out
who
loud. Like,
thinks
even if you thought it, why would you say it out loud to other
He was
people?
being funny. I'm like,
oh god.
disgusting.
This one guy told me, like, yeah, my father always taught me how you stay rich is never help homeless people. And I was like, what the fuck?
That's how you stay rich?
Yeah, how you stay rich is you never help homeless people.
That
giving
dude's
them
not
stuff.
rich.
Yeah, fuck that.
No, because like giving $5 to someone like 4 times a year doesn't change your financial status.
Yeah.
Come on.
Unless you bought a lottery ticket and you fucking hit. But that's so
God.
stupid.
But yeah, like if you're rude to wait staff, it's done. It's done.
Done deal.
Yeah.
That's such a pussy dryer upper.
Yeah, because they're all about like, well, it's their job. I'm giving them something to do. Fuck you.
No.
I knew someone who was like, because I worked in service before, so whenever I'm done eating, I stack my plates and I clean up and just make it easy for them. And then this other person I knew was like, why would you do that? It's their job. You know, it's like, because don't be a dick. You just want to help people, you know?
Dude, I was telling someone because they didn't get it, and I was like, okay, so in the state of California at least, if let's say no table ever tipped you that night,
You lose money, right?
You lose money because the government assumes you're getting tips, so you at least get 10% of your sales or at least claimed in taxes. They want you to claim more because they want you to claim all of your tips, but if you don't claim anything,
like a minimum.
they'll minimum take 10% of whatever sales you sold that night. So you're basically paying for people to eat dinner there if you don't tip, which is fucking awful. And then people will give the argument like, well, it's not my fault, that's the job they chose. And it's like, no, but this is part of the job. Like, it's assumed. Like, that's
So they don't want restaurants to exist?
Exactly. They're like, well, they
Like,
should
someone
unionize.
has to do
Okay,
that.
even if they're, let's say they unionize. That's going to take a while. So
Yeah.
you're just being a dick in the
And
meantime because you don't want to tip.
It's hard for a union to like be formed, especially because it's like one restaurant versus another restaurant.
Yeah.
It's not like a whole industry.
People
that-
just have these go-to responses because they don't want to tip because they're shitty.
Yeah. Or I mean, the problem is obviously not the victim, you know, which is the person with the job.
Exactly.
It's
I just
weird.
can't. Oh, that pisses me off. Every
There's
time
thing,
I hear
I
people
don't
make
tip
arguments like
sometimes
that.
when like they didn't really like it's a to-go order and they like didn't really do anything. Like it sometimes if it's to-go order, I'll give them like $10 if they were super nice, or if I came in super late or something. I'm like, oh, here's $10. Like I'm kind of inconveniencing you because it's like almost time to close, or you went out of your way to be courteously, you know, to me as a customer. But like sometimes where I'm just like, or if it's like a fast casual restaurant, like a fucking Chipotle or something, I'm like, why do you need a tip? Like that's weird, you know? But for the most part, I would
if
definitely
it's
always
someone
tip.
waiting on you.
Yeah.
So everybody needs some help up in here. And you can get help that's not expensive with Talkspace. So I wholeheartedly recommend Talkspace for therapy. You can sign up online and start therapy the same day as you sign up. You can text, video, or send voice messages to your licensed therapist. And also, I like that if you don't like the one you get, you can switch it out. Like, it's not a huge process.
It's really easy.
Yeah, it's very easy to switch it out. Find one that you really like, that you're really comfortable with. They're all licensed therapists, so it's incredibly convenient to have virtual sessions from the comfort of your home. Instead of waiting for an appointment, you can send unlimited messages to your therapist 24/7, and they'll engage with you daily, 5 days a week, which is really convenient because, like, if you're having some sort of anxiety attack or some panic issue, like in the middle of the week, you don't have to wait till your weekly session. You can just text them right away and they'll be there to support you. There's a whole therapist network that I was telling you about, and it's super secure. Start feeling better with a single message. Match with a licensed therapist when you go to Talkspace.com and get $100 off your first month with the promo code MOOD. That's $100 off when you use code MOOD at Talkspace.com.
That's a lot of doll hairs.
A lot of doll hairs.
It's probably one of the biggest discounts we have.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
Have you ever had an acne breakout at the worst possible time? I always get them like monthly with my
Yes.
period, but then also if I try new products, I get them, and then sometimes I just like haven't been washing my face enough, and so I get them.
The maskne.
Yeah. Oh, the mask.
Yeah.
Oh.
Definitely got that.
I've been vaccinated, so I'm not wearing my mask as much lately, and my skin's slowly kind of coming back. But if you are still having some acne issues, you should try Apostrophe. They're prescription skincare. They offer science-backed oral and topical medications that are clinically proven to help clear acne. Apostrophe connects you with board-certified dermatologists who will create a personalized treatment plan that is perfectly tailored to your unique skin. You simply fill out an online quiz about your skin goals and medical history, snap a few selfies, and a dermatologist will create a customized treatment plan. They can also help you hit your skincare goals like reducing redness, wrinkles, and even dark spots. Me, personally, I have some wrinkles, so, you know, this old-ass skin needs some help.
It looks great. I don't think you have any wrinkles at all.
I don't see them.
Yeah, well, we're really far away from the camera, so hopefully you guys can't see them either. We have a special deal.
Girl.
Okay, we have a special offer for our audience. Save $15 off your first visit with a board-certified dermatologist at apostrophe.com/bigmood when you use our code BIGMOOD. This code is only available to our listeners. To get started, just go to apostrophe.com/bigmood and click begin visit. Then use our code BIGMOOD at sign up. You'll get $15 off your dermatology visit. That's Apostrophe, spelled APOSTROPHE.com/bigmood. And use the code BIGMOOD to get your dermatology visit and save $15. We thank Apostrophe for sponsoring the podcast.
How do you feel about tipping delivery drivers?
I always tip delivery.
I have a
Always.
minimum of $5
Yeah.
unless they. I had this one guy one time. He delivered to my apartment, but he was drunk or something, and he was with his friend. And then they were like yelling they were yelling out loud, like being drunk like teenagers.
Yeah.
And then they handed me my food, and then they peeled out in front of me, and I was like, "No tip."
Nope.
No tip. I don't want you in my fucking neighborhood. Like, you
Yeah.
shouldn't even have this job. So that's the only time I remember specifically being like, no fucking tip. Or if the driver's like specifically an asshole to me when he shows up, like, I couldn't find your fucking place, you know? And I was just like, okay, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, don't talk to me like that.
Don't fucking talk to me like that.
So before the pandemic, I was like a $5 standard. Like, that's how I was raised.
Yeah,
it was
at
just
least the
like
minimum,
always
$5
like
minimum.
$5 no matter what. Like, it was just, it's $5 because that's how delivery was.
Yeah.
But then during the pandemic, they were like actual lifesavers because we couldn't go anywhere.
Yeah.
We couldn't go to restaurants. We couldn't leave our house or anything. So I tipped 25% every time. And then now it's like I stayed at like a 20%, 15 to 20% level.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
Plus, as you get older and you make a little bit more money, it's easier.
Yeah.
It's easier to like, because you know that if you tip $3 or if you tip $7, that it's not going to really affect your personal finances that much. But like that $7 would mean a lot more to that like person who's
Exactly.
struggling than it does to your wallet.
plus, I watch
necessarily.
these TikTok videos of how they get paid, and like they do not make a lot of money. Like they rely on those tips. So yeah.
Like, do you want that service to still exist and that person to still be there?
Exactly.
To
That's
bring
how
you
I
your
think
stuff?
about it.
Yeah.
Do I want this service to still exist?
Yeah.
Yes, I do. It
Yeah.
makes my life more convenient.
So then, yeah, they need to be able to keep people doing that service. So
Do you have like a random thing that you judge people on? Just random.
Random.
thing.
If you don't know how to do dishes properly.
That's another Steve
Because
thing.
like that's one that my
Guys
boyfriend does
do that a
not know
lot.
how to fucking do.
What
How
does
does
he
your
do?
do?
Because
do
like
dishes?
he rinses it and he'll have a wash frag. He'll put some soap and a quick like swoop.
Nope,
and then back. And
Nope.
then like when it dries and you see like that film of like food that was
Or it's
still
still,
there,
like,
like the oil,
yeah.
like you can put your finger and there's like a streak.
Yeah.
I just tell him don't touch the dishes.
Yes.
I will
Yeah.
do them.
feel like
Don't
they do
touch
it on
them.
purpose.
You take out the trash. You buy water.
Yes.
Yep.
And I will take care of the dishes. That's it. Like do not fucking touch my dishes. That's
That
it.
I
hate
agree
it. I hate it.
wholeheartedly. So that was one of the first fights Steve and I ever had.
I love listening to y'all's fights because I'm like, yes, you're not perfect.
we tell people all the time
Yeah,
like
yeah.
we're not we
Yeah.
fight about things, but it's how you resolve it. So it's just because he's so stubborn that I was like, I'm doing the dishes from now on. He's like, no, I know how. This is how some people do the dishes. No, it's not. This is how he did it. So he would take a plate. He takes the soap.
Yeah.
He drizzles the soap all over
Oh
the plate.
my God,
That's a lot of
no.
soap.
What a
He takes
waste.
a sponge and he just kind of goes like this
no.
with it.
What the
And then he
fuck?
rinses it all the soap off.
Oh my God.
Like, and it's still like in the gel form. 'cause
Yeah.
It's not lathered at all, nothing. And then that's it. That's how he washes
That's
dishes.
how a caveman who's
And
never
I was
seen
like,
dishes being washed.
This
washes
is
dishes.
not how you wash. He's like, there's more than one way to wash dishes. And I was like, that's not how your mom washes dishes. That's not
Yeah.
how anyone washes.
No.
Nobody
Yeah.
washes dishes like that.
No.
And he's like, yeah, don't bring my mom into this. And this is when we were first dating. So like, we would never fight like this now.
Yeah.
But like before, he was like, don't bring my mom into this. I'm like, I want you to wash a dish like that in front of your mom, and you tell me that she approves of that. You tell me that she approves of it, because I don't even wash a lot of
He
dishes.
probably
but
literally never washed a dish before.
he was so stubborn.
Yeah.
Oh my god, this guy's stubbornness is
He's
insane.
buying like 7 times
Yeah, I think
the
he was
amount of dish
embarrassed.
soap anyone. Yeah.
He's probably embarrassed, and he
Yeah.
was like just trying to fight it.
Yeah.
Because I was calling
you
him out so
embarrassed
hard.
He
Yeah.
doesn't like it when he gets embarrassed.
No, he's not.
He's very
Does he
He'll
get
hold
embarrassed
on to it.
often?
Not very often, but he doesn't like when it's something that should be common sense or
Yeah.
like everyone
If you
else
can dunk on him
knows.
really hard, he just
He
like
gets
can't handle
very
it.
embarrassed because he wants to do a good job and he wants to do
Yeah.
it right. And
Yeah.
to his credit, he always tries to improve. He always tries to learn and get better. But I think because the way that I called him out, which now I know the way to call him out now is
Yeah.
not so in the face, like blatantly, like, that's how you're washing dishes? Are you
Yeah.
serious?
Yeah.
It's more gentle, like, hey, oh, that's weird that you wash it that. Like, you know how I wash it is like this or something like that. Like if you get the lather, it like actually helps a lot. I mean, try it that way.
Yeah.
More gentle.
Not so like asshole.
But yeah, if you just come at him, he will hold on to that and he will not let his wrong way go and
Yeah.
he will keep
like,
doing
doubles
it wrong.
down.
Yeah.
He's the 100% double down guy.
See, that's my favorite thing about having a boyfriend from the East Coast. They just like have a higher tolerance for like people yelling and like bullshit. So
I think I need to date a guy
him-
from the East Coast.
So I can throw whatever at him. I'll call him a little bitch and stuff
Yeah.
like that, and he'll just laugh it off. He loves it. He eats that shit up, and so I can critique him on anything in like the most like foul
Abrasive way.
and be super rude about it, and he just laughs it off.
That's
and he
dope.
genuinely is like, "Oh, that's great."
Yeah.
Whereas
I like that
before,
vibe.
everyone was like, every guy I dated before that, I felt like I had to be very sensitive because they were like very fragile when it comes to critiques. And with him, I'm just like, you fucking dumbass. He's
Yeah.
like, did you call me a dumbass? And I'm like, are you excited now? You like that shit?
You
Huh?
turn it on?
That's cute. I'm trying to think of something. I feel like I'm very judgmental, but I don't know. Am I?
It's like hard to
No,
come up with
you?
on the spot.
Never.
Oh.
I'm struggling to think of something.
People don't.
I think the list of what you wouldn't judge people for is
Yeah,
shorter.
yeah. I'm like, where do I start?
People don't wrangle their kids.
Yeah.
I've yelled at kids. Like I've yelled.
Or
at
they're
kids
like, oh, they're
to
being
shut the fuck up.
sassy. They're being cute.
No.
Like, it's not
No.
cute.
Like, that's not a
They're
personality
crushing crackers under the table.
Yeah.
Stop them.
It's just kids.
Oh, especially if you're a waitress and like the kids are just messing up the entire table. It's like, I have to clean that. Great,
Yeah.
cool, that's
and
cool.
they're
then
always
they'll
like,
leave
oh,
a
kids will be
$6 tip.
kids.
Yeah,
No,
they
dude.
dump all the salt out on the table. They're
Yeah.
opening sugar packets. I'm like, oh my god! Like,
Yeah.
my mom would slap me if I did that.
Yeah, that's really
I
embarrassing
yelled
to
at a
watch.
kid in Vietnamese on an airplane once.
Oh my god, Vietnamese people always do that shit.
Did he
Good.
speak Vietnamese?
Yeah, it was a plane to Japan, and for some
Oh,
reason
okay.
it's filled with Vietnamese people, and there's this fucking kid that kept running up and down the
What'd you
aisle.
say? I want to hear it.
Mày ngồi xuống bây giờ tao tao đạp mày chết nha, mày muốn bị đòn không?
Oh, what does that mean?
Which
Do you know what
means
that
sit-
means?
It's basically like sit your ass down before I beat the shit out of you.
Ooh.
And then his dad went, oh thấy chưa bà ấy.
See, Vietnamese people are like, see, you
Yeah.
fucked up. They
Yeah.
encourage it. They love
Yeah.
it when strangers discipline their kids.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, yeah, if you don't
A
act
community.
right, I'm gonna let you go home with her. Do you
Yeah,
wanna go
yeah,
home with
exactly.
her?
It's like a community thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's great.
Whereas like white people, it's like if you yell at their kid, like, how dare you yell at my angel?
That's a
my
certain
sweet
kind of white
precious-"
people, but yeah, for
the
sure.
Karen type
There's
of white
there's
people.
a
While
pocket.
they're like
There's a
suffocating their
pocket.
cat.
Exactly. Yeah.
What?
No, it's just like I feel like parents who are very quick to say like, "Oh, you don't know my child," blah blah, and they're clearly
the kid's
acting out. The
suffocating
kids
the
are like
cat. I
little
gotcha.
demons.
Yeah.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
That reminds me, this fucking like
There was that
13
story.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
13-year-old kid messaged me like, "Hey, let me see your tits."
Oh.
So I found his mom and I
my
messaged her
God.
and I was like, I screenshot it and sent her. I'm like, "Hey, your son's messaging some really
your
inappropriate
son?
stuff, and I think you should really monitor his internet use because that's not okay." She goes, "Okay, yes, my son did something wrong, but don't you ever tell me how to raise my children." I was like, "Bitch, eat a dick and die." Like, fuck you.
No wonder he's doing that shit.
Yeah, exactly. How dare you tell me to raise my? Shut the fuck up.
It's like maybe if you did raise your kids, you wouldn't go to random strangers at 13 saying, "Let me see your tits."
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, that's just her insecurity because she realized she's
That's
not
her Steve
doing-
moment. That's her
she's
Steve
not-
moment. Doubling down.
She's doubling down in her kid, her 13-year-old.
Sweetie, you want a
fucking talking
subscription to
about-
Pornhub exclusive?
Oh god. Yeah. What's another good one?
A juicy one, Jess. Give us a
juicy
juicy one.
one.
What do you judge people for?
I
If you're a
don't know.
man.
If you
Yeah,
have
that's it.
Period.
And that's it.
period.
Man,
That's a
all.
statement.
I don't know. I'll have to think about it.
I feel like you judge like if people they don't have clean homes. I feel like you judge maybe.
Why, really?
Yeah.
Why, just because I have a clean home, I
Yeah.
judge other people?
Yeah.
That's your assumption.
Yeah, it is my
you're
assumption.
You're projecting that
I am
onto me.
projecting. I make sure my house is like clean, but I know it's not as clean as your house, and I'm like, she's gonna know. She's gonna know. She's gonna touch her dust.
You know, I
fingers,
grew
right?
up like fucking white trash as fuck, right?
Yeah, but you talked about how like things could be even cleaner with your dust method, and I was like, I've never dusted in my life.
Oh, we actually talked about this before we started recording. People who don't know how to say no and they're going to cancel on plans anyways.
Oh,
Yes.
Right?
Oh my god, the
hate it when
LA
people do
thing.
that.
Yeah. So
Where it's like,
obviously,
yeah,
we're not
I'm
going to
show up, but
Yeah.
and then they don't.
Yeah.
Just say no.
Just
Yeah.
say no.
Yeah,
Say
or we're
no.
like, do you want
You know
like,
you weren't going to show up.
We've
Yeah.
had a couple people where we're like, would you like to come on our show? And they're like, yeah, sure. And then we try to
And we-
book
when we
them
book
a
them, no,
couple
we
of
do book
times in
them,
a
we lock
row.
them in, yeah.
Yeah, and then they don't show up, and then they're just like, oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah, I'm the worst. Like, oops, my bad. You know, and I'm just like, bitch, just say you don't want to come on the show.
And they
It's
try to
just
play it
so-
off like it's a
ugh.
quirky personality
Yeah.
trait. Like, no, you're
Ew.
fucking shitty to work with. That's
Yeah.
what it is.
Ugh.
Hate
Fake
flaky
ass
people.
motherfuckers. Yeah. So
Same with friends, or not friends, but acquaintance friends, like friends in LA, where you're like, yeah, we're all gonna hang out this day,
We're gonna
and then
grab
it's
lunch.
like, oh no, I'm busy now.
yeah.
Yeah,
Or it's like,
They
let's
just-
do lunch, and then we don't talk for 7 weeks.
yeah.
Disney adults.
Disney adults.
Oh, people that are obsessed with Disney as
Same with
adults.
Harry Potter adults.
Tiff is on the corner.
But you're
fucking-
not really
crazy.
flipping
You're not
us
crazy
off.
You're
though.
not like that. Like we're talking
We
about
know
the
you
ones
like
that
to
have-
go to Disney, but your life doesn't revolve
Yeah.
around
No,
Disney.
there's a difference
There's
between people that
nonchalant
like
calling out
Tiff
Disney.
flipped me off in the shape of a D.
She's the wand thing.
She signed it.
She
in the
did the
Disney
wand.
D,
She-
like-
She's like, I'm Tiffany, and this is the Disney Channel with a big fucking middle finger.
Same thing with Nightmare Before Christmas adults.
Oh,
There's not so many of
Christmas
those.
adults are so specific and so into it.
yeah,
It's like too much.
Yeah.
Too
It's
much.
It's like,
People.
I understand if you like it, but it's like, I want a Disney themed wedding. It's like, all right, calm down.
Yeah, that's way too much. Did
Yeah,
you know,
it's a little bit
I
too
was
much.
watching a YouTube channel. What's his name? Curtis Connor. He did a whole thing on Disney adults, and there was actually like a neighborhood that was built by Disney. So they're like Disney mansions. Tiff is nodding. You know about this?
Yeah, it's in Florida.
It's in Florida. There's
Oh,
Disney
wow.
mansions, and so they're like, it's like a housing community. You could buy a
Oh,
house.
That's crazy.
That
I
was
had a
built
dream
by
that I
Disney.
inherited in a Disney house community,
What
but I didn't
the
even know that
fuck?
existed.
Yeah, that
That's
exists.
really crazy.
They have like little fountains with like fucking Mickey on them. Like it's just ugly. It's trashy.
Yeah,
but...
my like house that I inherited in my dream had like a Disney balcony with like a Rapunzel balcony.
Yeah.
And it was like super and I was like, wow, I wonder how much this is worth because I'm never gonna use this.
They're like $1 million mansions, but they're like so
Disneyed out?
kitschy. Yeah. Ugh.
they look like Toontown
I
houses.
definitely- I mean, they like try to make them like cool or whatever, but it's. Oh my god, there's a
Ooh.
murder.
Of course
Tiff,
there's
Tiff
a
says
murder.
there's a ton of. So maybe we should Google that. Celebration.
Apparently
Okay,
there's
well, you guys,
murders
if you're
there.
interested in this, in the really fucking weird Disney,
The Big Mouse
neighborhood-
has shooters out here.
Mhm,
yeah.
Because I was talking to my friends about like how like there's like crazy Disney adults who they have to collect every pin in
Yeah.
the ears.
I know some.
And then they were starting like gang wars between like the pin community.
Oh.
Like one community of pin
that
group,
is just too much.
yeah, they will go in a group and then another one go in a group and they'll just mean mug each other. It's like if I ever get shaded by a Disney gang, I'm going to kill someone.
I think that's
What are you
something
gonna do, rip off their pin?
Right? Like, what the fuck are you gonna do to me? You know? So
Steal
it
from each
became
other?
a
I
problem
mean-
where Disney had to like regulate and shit. Like that's
Oh my
that's
gosh.
I think that's something I judge people for when like something specific like that becomes your whole personality.
I'm from New York. We don't do that in New York. From New York, we don't do that. I'm from New York.
What?
People like that.
Is that
Now you're
another
gonna get
thing?
beat
Yes.
up.
Who it becomes their whole entire personality.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah. Well yeah, just pretty much anything, and that even goes so far as to like being obsessed with like any type of group, even like religion
Sports.
or like politics or like where it just feels
Well,
like
that
it's
becomes
so
your
like
identity.
it's your identity.
Yeah.
It's not like you're like foregoing creating a personality by just
You're just
letting
going whatever
it
the group
be-
does. That's
yeah.
like what you decide.
Yeah.
Like people who like there's still people now who are still so obsessed with like Trump or whatever or anti-Trump people, and I'm just like there's more to life than that.
Yeah.
Like why is that
Leave
still
your house.
such a thing?
that
Please
couple
leave
that
your
had
house.
there's a couple that had a Trump themed wedding.
What?
Oh, that's
do you even
too
do
much.
that?
Your love is
Is it just, like,
based off of that.
Wigs and stuff? Like, how do you even do
They had
that?
like Trump banners. Her dress had Trump 2020 on it. Like just
Weird.
Right? Like if I go to a wedding
If you have a
and
politician,
it's politician like
Yeah.
theme, like
I'm
it's
out.
Hillary
I'm out.
Clinton theme, like
What
I
are
don't
you
want to
I
be
don't
doing?
care
there.
if it's an open bar. I don't care.
Yeah.
what are we doing here? Or like
Yeah.
I've seen in Texas, I was like at a Walmart and I saw this guy had the letters Trump like real big as the decal on the back of his car, and I'm like, why are you so obsessed with this man?
Yeah.
Like I don't get it. But
or,
yeah.
like there's on both sides like people that are obsessed with hating him too. Like
Yeah.
where that becomes their identity.
Yeah.
Where it's like,
Like there's
okay,
other
the
shit to
election's
do.
done. Like
there's
the way-
other shit to do.
yeah.
Yeah. I
get a
don't know.
personality.
Super weird.
Yeah, anyone that gets obsessed, super obsessed, and makes, I guess, like, you know, if you're like obsessed with a rapper or something like that sucks. Like,
yeah,
and then
that's
you just,
really
like,
fucking-
become like a
I do-
talk
moderator.
about it all
I
the time.
absolutely judge Nikki for
when people
being
do that.
obsessed with Eminem.
People that moderated, like,
Yeah, their
fan
forums on
forums and
site.
stuff.
Yeah.
ugh, cringe.
Very cringy.
People who are obsessed with their pets.
Oh, right.
I
Yeah,
don't
there's
like
a certain
that either.
obsession that's
There are
kind
like,
of like
certain like dog people and cat people that I'm just not with.
Yeah, where they're
Yeah,
like
too many, like, if they have, like, so many cats, like,
yeah, like more than 3 cats.
more than
three
5.
More than 3 cats is like really creepy.
my mom was like my mom is like obsessed with her, my actual birth mom's obsessed with her little dog, where she asked my little sister to skip out on my aunt's wedding so that she can watch her dog. Like, hey, can you watch a dog for me while I go to auntie's wedding?
What?
My sister's like,
huh?
no, I'm going
to the same wedding."
She's like, well, yeah, can't you just stay home and watch a dog? No, put it in a pet hotel. And no, I don't trust those people. Or like, if we're hanging out outside, we don't want the dog to run. I'm like, Mom, why don't you just tie the dog to a leash to a tree? She's like, I don't tie him to a tree. He's my son. I'm like, yeah, but he's also a dog.
Yeah.
You know? And I remember my sister and I took the dog to go like grocery shopping, whatever, in the middle of the night because we just wanted snacks. And while both of our phones are on silent, and she blew up our phones when she came home, didn't see the dog. She's like, where's my dog? I'm like, hey, Mom, I'm okay too.
Mm.
Oh
know,
god, yeah.
where's
Her first thing is
me?
like,
You know?
where's the dog?
Yeah. So people like that are just,
Yeah.
you know,
Too much.
Too much.
Hmm.
You're cool though, Nikki.
No, I'm not. I'm not. I have a lot of cats.
See, having a lot of them, I think, is different from having an obsession with them. where,
Right.
like that's your whole.
Yeah,
Like when you
personality.
wear
They're not
just cats
like your
everywhere.
identity. You just happen to have like
Although
4
I
of
do
them
have a
running
jewelry
around.
line coming out called Kittens and Coffee, and like we have cat and crystal
Yeah.
necklaces and
Yeah,
earrings.
yeah. I judge people that are so obsessed with their astrology too.
Right.
Oh,
That's
that's,
a
like
little bit
another
too much
cult.
to,
yeah.
Yeah.
See, like
When
I think
it's
it's
too
all
much,
fun.
yeah.
Yeah, but like when people
When you read,
make
like,
that
I'll read it
their
every now and then
identity-
for fun too. But
Yeah.
when they're like literally, oh, this is a thing, like this is, and then oh, you're not gonna work out because of this thing, and then
I
like,
love it when it's like a Leo is being a Leo, and I'm like, that's so Leo.
Yeah.
But not if like I can't help it, I'm a Leo.
Yeah.
Like, and
Yeah.
I just
yeah.
can't help it.
Like it's an excuse for their shitty behavior.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like-
I mean, even people who bring it up like in passing, I'm like, oh, I'm judging you. But
Oh,
then I'm
I
like,
think it's
I get
fun.
it because
Passing's
it's
fun.
I still in my head I go, ugh. But I'm like, I'll play along a little bit.
See, I think it's fun to play with whatever. Like, I like knowing a little bit about everything. So whatever someone else's interest is, I just like almost chameleon into like, oh, I know a little bit about that. I can like play with whatever your world is. Because I just think people are fun if they're different and interesting. Like, if you have an interest, I'm not going to judge you.
Right.
Because that makes you interesting. Like, it's not.
But if they kind of take it a little bit as like fact, then I'm like, ooh.
If they try to like argue modern
Cancer.
medicine or something, maybe.
Oh, your birthday's coming up.
Wait, you're what?
My birthday's coming
You're
up.
what?
I'm a Cancer.
Oh, me too.
Oh.
Ooh,
What
hell
day?
Yeah. July 3rd.
Oh, nice.
I'm June 26th.
When I was a kid, my dad used to lie to me and say that the reason why there are fireworks on the 4th is because I was born on the 3rd.
Oh,
and it was like a celebration the next day, which is like
cute.
cute now
I
that I'm an
love
adult.
him.
But I, with my whole ass chest, went to class one day and they were trying to teach about like Independence
set
Day.
you up.
And my teacher was like, "Okay, kids, so do you guys know what the 4th of July is? Why we have celebration?" I was like, "I know." It's my birthday.
That's so cute.
That's precious.
That would have
Like-
been so adorable on that show. The kids say the darndest things. Like if you just whip that out, everyone would have been like, "Oh."
And the teacher thought it was sweet, and then there was like the like classroom clown, like, "No, the fuck it ain't." Like what?
Yeah, he kind of set you up.
And then I ran back home after school crying, like, "Dad, it's not for me. I'm not special." He's like, "They're fucking lying. These white people don't want you to know." I was like, "No, the kid who said it wasn't because of my birthday, he wasn't white. He was Asian like me." Then why are they saying these things? He's like, "Don't listen to them."
That's so sad.
I know, and now I'm scarred forever.
That's
about
Oh,
it.
you're like, I
That's cute,
don't
though.
celebrate 4th of July.
I think
don't
like he
celebrate
couldn't deal with you
Yeah.
being let down, so he had to
Yeah.
double down, and that's what makes it so cute that he kept doubling down. It's 'cause,
Yeah.
like he
I'm
didn't
just so
wanna-
embarrassed
didn't
to
want
this
your-
day of like
Yeah.
how proud I was.
Yeah.
Like, you guys will never fucking believe it. You have the
Yeah.
girl
I'm the-
whose birthday is here.
Yeah.
I am here, gracing you
I
with
can
my
tell you
presence.
about this holiday
Yeah.
because it's me.
Yeah. Oh
That's
god.
precious.
I got this one. Teacher, sit down. I got it. I'm here.
Do you want me to walk to the front of class and tell everyone?
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me
Am I
a
in the
piece of chalk.
textbook?
Where's the chalk?
I'm in the textbook, right?
Yeah.
That's cute. I love that.
Well, dude, that hour flew by. I'm
Already?
sure there's a huge list of things that Jess could judge people
I mean,
on.
yeah, I'm like, where do I start? I mean, obviously, like, I know that I should be judged for plenty of things as
Sure.
well.
Well,
but-
that they say that like the things you judge other people for is like deep down like something that you have that you've tried to combat your whole life. You
No,
know,
I
like,
guess.
no. I don't talk on speakerphone out loud in public.
yeah. I'm not rude to
Speakerphone.
people.
Fuck that.
Yeah, I'm not rude to waiters. I'm not
I don't
dirty.
go in public. No.
No. Oh, yeah, that's true. Or play their music loud in public. I don't like that.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god, I hate that.
Dude, there's this guy. So I live next to a parking lot of the other
Yeah.
complex,
Mhm.
and there's a dude that he washes his car every
Yep.
Saturday.
Every
and
time when
he
they watch the fucking car, every time.
blasts his music,
Every
like
time.
blasts it like
Yeah.
a fucking concert, and it's acoustic in there because like it's like a stadium, you know, with the it's so loud.
What type of music is it
It's
usually?
Mexican covers of American songs, so it's
To
like
be fair,
Tula di Boardwalk. It's like oldies music, but Mexican.
No,
covers.
dude, I hate when it's rap music because that's so annoying to me. Like this guy, literally when I just moved into my new apartment, my dad was walking with me up the stairs and this guy was detailing someone else's car. I guess like he had his car. I guess he's maybe a mobile detailer or whatever, but he was blasting rap music and I was like, bro, you're white. What are you doing? Like, why? You're trying to be so cool
So
in the parking
hard.
lot. You're
It's
so
MGK.
hard with your rap music.
Dude, when I was a high schooler, I used to blast like death metal though on the like. I just thought it was so cool. To, like,
Why do people
drag
think
the-
we want to hear their music? Like everyone likes
No
their
one-
own music.
yeah.
I thought it
No
was
one
so-
likes
I thought it
your
was
music.
cool.
Yeah.
But not after high school. I was like, oh god,
Yeah.
cringe.
It's cringy to blast your music out in public, in my opinion.
like no one's gonna pass by and be like, "Wow, you have great taste in music." What's
Yeah.
your
Yeah,
Spotify
what song is
playlist?"
that? Hey,
Yeah.
what song is
dick.
that?
What song is
Hey,
that?
I'm trying to Shazam it. Hold
Yeah,
on.
Especially when
wanna
it's
suck your dick.
country music. Get a little itchy.
I
I
bet
can
you'll be
go-
hearing a lot of that.
Nope, I won't because I'm in Austin.
Oh,
I can go on with this list forever because I can judge people all the time.
wow.
Yeah.
But unfortunately, we're out of time.
Yes, we are.
We're out of time. Most of this was like I was on the list
Yep.
of things being judged.
Yep.
But hey,
It's all good. We still live.
I'm
here.
really nice to wait staff,
Yeah.
and that's what counts.
Yeah.
I would shoot fireworks for you on your birthday.
Aw,
I still
thank
believe
you.
it's
I'm
for
gonna
you.
think of you
Yeah.
when they're
Thank you.
shooting those
Yeah.
fireworks.
Me this year with
Imagine-
one lonely sparkler, like.
Imagine we text her, "These ain't for you, bitch," every
Yeah,
4th
yeah,
of July.
yeah. Every year
See
now.
this? It's not yours.
I can't deal with the pain.
Just letting you know it's not for you.
My boyfriend says it is.
Aw. Cute. Well, anyway, follow Kat. She's got a new podcast coming out, Pussy Bandits.
Pussy Bandit. It should be out now.
It's
I
out
hope.
now.
If I didn't lose the footage.
Check it out. Someone else is handling that job.
Oh
Yeah.
my god.
So also Instagram, OnlyFans, all that shit.
Check out
her
our OnlyFans. It's really fucking good.
Yeah, it's fun.
if you-
It's fun.
Don't look at her butt, though.
If you
Yeah.
don't look at my butt,
Do
though.
not
Or
look at her
do
butt.
if you pay a little.
Yeah, if you pay, you can
extra.
look at her butt.
Yeah.
And you can look at her butt. That's
But
the
thanks
only
for
condition.
having me, guys.
Thanks for coming back.
Dude, I love
We
you
love
guys.
having you on
You
here.
guys are like the girl gang. I'm like,
Come back again.
I'm not around boys. I
Yeah.
love it. I just
Yeah.
feel like my energy and my spirit like blossoms when I'm around other girls.
Yeah.
Yay!
It's more welcoming.
But only like
Yeah.
only cool girls, right?
Yeah.
Cool girls.
We're
only.
the, we're the
girl.
cool
You're a
ones,
cool
though.
girl.
We're
Cool
the
girls.
cool
I'm
ones.
a cool girl.
Alrighty, guys.
Okay,
Hey,
bye.
bye.
See you next time.